Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we sorted out a couple of quests involving Garroth and his brother's ship that was overtaken by privateers, and Dr. Michelle being blackmailed by someone who was involved in Cerberus but is now deceased, because that seems to happen when people get mixed up with Cerberus. Funny that. Anyway, we've got one more quest I want to quickly kind of acquire on the Citadel, which we're down here in the financial district, and there is this woman here, Helena Blake, because if we come up to her, she hails us.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
I eliminate them and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
So, she's clearly up to some shit. I just don't think it's entirely as smooth a business practice as, like, a business transaction as she thinks it is. But anyway, that's going to be our goal for this episode, and probably the next episode is going to be sorting out this kind of particular mission. So with that, I'm going to head back to the Normandy. So, the first of the two sets of coordinates we've been given is in the Gemini Sigma cluster. There's two systems in here, Ming, and the one we want is Han, both named after, I assume, Chinese dynasties, which is kind of cool. So within the Han system, there's a couple of things we can scan before choosing the world of interest. There is Paravin, which when we scan it, scans of Paravin revealed an unmanned station in geosynchronous orbit. Your salvage team found no evidence of the origins of the station, but they did find one of Matriarch Delenaga's writings on board. They've got 9 Matriarch's ratings now, 8 or 9, that's pretty cool. And then as well, if we come up to here, no, that's not the one we wanted. Where am I going? It's this one here. It's I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Patatanlis. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, yeah, if you survey it, we get a large deposit of beryllium. Man, it feels like every other metal we get is beryllium. Anyways, well, the actual planet of interest, which is why I came over here, because I got them slightly mixed up, is this one, Mavigon. Mavigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen, and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around the geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. So, as ever, we haven't used Ashley in a while. We used Rex on Navari, but Ashley hasn't been used in a while, so we'll bring her shotguns up to full, and give the rest points in Soldier that just give her more health and regenerates more health, which is pretty cool. Also, here's something interesting. This is a level 2 cold hazard, so you'll notice if I get out of the Mako, the bar starts filling up really fast, so yeah, don't do that. Anyway, you can just see on the edge of the map to the kind of like southeast of us here is a mineral, but weirdly enough, we're not actually heading there. We're heading actually to the northeast, to the kind of point that's just up there. And here we have a sample of cobalt. Once again, I still haven't looked up cobalt, and I need to, because it's gold, and I still haven't worked out if I'm right or wrong. You know what? I'll put something on the screen now, maybe, about what cobalt ore is and whether it should be gold, or whether someone seriously ballsed up models in the game, because every sample of cobalt is gold, and every sample of gold is cobalt-coloured. Anyway, now if we head back down to the southwest, there is the mineral we saw right from the beginning. Now, if you look on the map and the radar, you will notice there's actually there's more than just a mineral here. There's that anomaly to the... that sounds really funny, more than just a mineral. It sounds kind of like an advertising thing, like, this is more than just a mineral. This is Mavigon Gold. It's that kind of like Oh, survey failed. Damn it, I was too busy being not very funny. Well, let's try that again. Can't spend too long outside the Mako here because, of course, the... What the... I'm pressing B. Is my controller fucked up? I really hope it hasn't. Well, maybe my B button's fine. No, it's fine. I'm just an idiot, apparently. But yeah, that's a bit of gold for the collection. But then you can see just to the kind of southwest here is another point, which is basically just on top of there, to the point where I'm not going to try and cut away. This is going to be a fun one, this episode, because this is another one of those episodes where I'm intending to do 2 Uncharted worlds in one episode, but this one, as you can see by the number of points on it, is actually tiny. There's this mummified Solarian here, so if we recover the artifacts, we get several small artifacts. Among them is an identification tag belonging to Captain Stranaker, one of the Solarian soldiers charged with hunting down the League of One. If it's a Solarian, always tends to be one of the signs of battle kind of quests. Anyway, now we're going to head all the way down to that point in the far southwest. And here we have your standard crash probe. Yeah, it's slightly weird, I think, that this one's like all the way out in the middle of nowhere, so you'd think, oh, that'll be kind of cool, drive out to it, and then, yay, crash probe. I mean, they're alright, they give you cool stuff, they're just, you think they might be of plot relevance or something like that, but, ooh, eccentric explosive 7, that's actually pretty useful, because I only have an eccentric explosive 6 on my grenades. Anyway, that's us actually done with the everything, apart from the final point on Mavigon, which is, of course, the kind of Criminals Outpost, which is over to the east. Dude, that is a cool shot of the sun. Yeah, basically the actual outpost is at the top of this kind of tiny little hill that you can see from the map. And it's slightly annoying to climb because it has really steep sides and it's hard to actually maneuver around, like, because you can't really see what you're doing on the surface of... That shot went straight through it, on the surface of Maragon, because it is windy as fuck. Anyway, I'm just going to take out this final turret and... Boosh! Oh, what? That was no fun. Anyway, the entrance console we want is actually just there. Stupid Mako, why can't I drive it? It's so irritating. And yeah, so let's head... got stuck on one of them. I guess those because it's supposed to be anti-vehicle spikes. They fucking worked, didn't they? Well, I'm not a vehicle. They're anti-idiot spikes as well, apparently. Anyway, it's this indoor thing that we've all seen before. Usually I'd cut out combat, but this one's actually mildly interesting because, of course, it has the actual crime boss that we're trying to take care of in the combat, and he's slightly irritating. So, let's do this. I'm going to stick with pistols because why the fuck not? Oh, that's a Krogan. Explosion! Yeah. Oh, I should have put that eccentric explosive on my grenades. Haven't done it yet. Oh, that's a Krogan. Man, it took like a full round of overkill to get rid of him, but dude. Oh, there's your crime boss. I'm going to wallop some powers into him because he might prove annoying. He's got really high shields. And there he goes. That was it. Man, okay. Did not prove difficult to... Oh, bollocks. Someone's hit me with a bloody sabotage. Don't want to be there. That's a Krogan. I'm going to fire up... Immunity? Where is immunity? There we go. Just so I don't get bollocks while I've got no weapon. And wallop! Yeah, you overheat my weapon. That's what I'm resorting to, bitch. Wallop! Oh no. God damn, no melee button in this. It's mildly irritating. But there is, like, it is just like, if you shoot someone and you're at close enough range to them, then a melee just kind of happens. But my god, overkill recharges quickly. That's probably the most useful power I have, is overkill, especially on the high level it is. It just minces through everything. I don't even have to bother aiming with L. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. One down and just one more to go. And indeed, we've got enough time so we can probably do that one this episode as well. There's a few things you can loot around the place. There's kind of the usual securage lockers. See, that one was deliberate. Look at me, I'm lampshading, a classic comedy technique whereby you draw attention to the humour of something by deliberately over-exaggerating it, which is also what I'm doing here. Haha, referencing, meta-humour, all of this and more with the infamous and gentleman. Infamous and gentleman. Wow, well, we're branching out apparently. Anyway, there's, ooh, that's a ho-ho, savant. Dude, check this shit out. So, some cool stuff as well. Rex uses biotics. Look at the savant. It's miles better at everything. Oh, that's awesome. And he uses warp effect. Like, I don't know, the savant might be better on Liara or Caden, but Rex is here, and I'll be using him for a while now, so why the fuck not? In this medical station... There is some heavy armor. Ooh, that actually might be useful, a chameleon tool for me. Do I have a chameleon tool on at the moment? I have a blue wire one. Dude, look at that cooldown bonus. Dude, I'm having that. We're starting to get some seriously high-level equipment now. Unsurprising, being as though we're level, like, 41 or something. Actually, that reminds me, we got to level up, didn't we? Dude, 41. Man, we've got through a lot of this. We'll be hitting the damn level cap soon. I'll give Ashley first aid. And Rex can have barrier. I gave myself commando in case you didn't see. But yeah, we will actually be hitting the level cap soon. The technical level cap is 60, but that's only when you do a kind of new game plus thing, when you start again from the beginning. On the first playthrough, the level cap is actually 50. We will reach that before the end of the game, which is marginally interesting, I suppose. It means we start to get seriously cool equipment soon. Like, there's a combo I really want to do, but I haven't had the equipment to do it yet, but soon. Anyway, there's some slight more crap around here. But I believe that's it. My god, they're just giving us stuff here. And there's this malfunctioning object. And that's us done on Mavigon, so I'll see you back at the Normandy. So, the second set of coordinates that Helena Blake wants us to take care of a crime boss at is over in the Hades Gamma cluster. Now this, as you can see, is a massive cluster. It's got 5 systems in it, and actually once we finish this particular quest, we're on a hostile takeover, we'll be working our way through a lot of quests in the Hades Gamma cluster, because there's a load of... My god, that's loud. There's a load of quests there that have opened up now, or that we just haven't done, because it's, as I say, it's a huge system. So that's what we'll be doing in the next kind of coming episodes. But for now, we can scan Nearum. Good name. And that gives us a deposit of titanium. And then the other one is Raisha. That's a good name as well. These are all good names. I just love these planet names. And with scans of the planet, Raisha revealed an old unmanned shuttle. Your salvage team found Turian goods on board, all marked with the Trident colony insignia. That's also a good word. Man, it's been a good day for words today. But the system of interest is this one, Commensal, which has an interesting story behind it. Commensal has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the planet for humanity. But Commensal had only an average level of mining wealth, valuable but hardly worth the Russian expense. Meridia Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in a costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Now, Commensal, I find that story about the gold rush quite interesting, but Commensal is a really weird planet, because basically, look at the damn map, you can see exactly what I mean, of basically... I'll prove the point on here as well, that everything is kind of clustered together. Wow, not only that, like, the map is extremely smooth. You'll notice everything is, there's no cliffs, well, there's some cliffs here, but on the map is all really kind of smooth, which is odd to say the least. But also, yeah, everything's clustered together pretty much in that one tight bundle in the middle, which where we'll be heading eventually, but I should have cut because I'm heading all the way down to the kind of that point on the far east of the map, but I'm talking. It also seems... This is the third in a row snowy world we've done. This is the only one that hasn't had like snow and a cold hazard because of that, like actually being like in a blizzard. But yeah, like Mavigon and Zarwin were both like snowy worlds, and now Commensal is as well. So I wish there were more hot worlds on this, like lava-y, rocky worlds. I think the only one pretty much is Theorem, which is a bit of a shame. But there's only really like lava-y, you know, actually has lava on it. But hey, there might be some I've forgotten coming up in the future, who knows. I was saying this earlier, wasn't I? It seems that every other mineral deposit is some bloody beryllium. Can't get rid of it. Actually, it might be the final deposit of beryllium. Check on the bottom. Let me know. I might be a lie, but I think that's definitely close. But also, I've said that's definitely probably the last deposit of beryllium a lot of times before. Anyway, surprisingly enough, we're going to be headed along to that west, to that massive mess of points. So this most northwesterly of the points is this perfect block of platinum. Some of the metals are so weird on this, that metals occur naturally, usually underground, in veins in rocks and stuff like this. They don't just occur as blocks sitting on top of the thing. That's more like a kind of glacial erratic, if you will. Man, look at me, bringing all the science into this. Anyway, the next point we'll be going to, as you can see, is the kind of plot point that's directly ahead of us, where there's all these bad men. And since we approach it from this angle, it's a perfect chance to practice some sniper skills. So... Actually, Rex isn't trained with snipers, so he's gonna have fun from up here. But yeah, you can get pretty much snipers on everyone here. Oh, let's assassinate someone. Right, you. I'm gonna shoot you right in the dick. Oh, let's give him a, see if we can give him a Prince Albert from this height. Okay, well, okay, we'll make his bum and his arsehole. No, bum and his arsehole? His arsehole and his penis. One hole! Not for long, though. It's one hole briefly, and then he melts. So, anyway, they can't really do much damage to you from up here, and there's only 5 of them. The only ones you really need to bother about is... You see, there was that sniper in that tower. There's another dude there who's now dead. And on the other side, there is another tower, which we actually can't really see from this angle, so... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Wow, I've left my makeup there, so it looks like I'm walking, ow, for the rest of this mission, so that's going to be a whole heap of fun for me. Where are you? There you are, you little shit. Gotcha. Not sure how easily I can get back up to the makeover when I need it. Oh well, let's worry about that problem when we get to it, because for now there's this kind of like little mining base. I'll switch back onto pistols, because once you're inside a mine shaft, snipers, not the best weapon. We'll actually switch Ashley back onto assault rifles as well for the same reason. Now here's something cool. We will see here an enemy we've actually not really seen before. We've heard them mentioned, Batarians, but this game has very few Batarian NPCs. We will come across some of them later, but not many. But they are here because they are being slavers. That's kind of the Batarian thing. That they like taking slaves and making them fight on planets like, I think it was Vamshi that we talked about, like dropping slaves off and making them fight. Anyway, this should be a fairly quick cleanup, except for the crime boss, who wasn't there, who I thought he was. Is this the crime boss? You? Are you a crime boss? You're running away from me, you little... There we go, that's a crime boss. But as ever, they'll still die. Everything is mortal, all men must die. Where's he gone? There we go. He's being a dodgy little shit. I'm just gonna hit him. Wallop! Oh no. Goddamn melee in this does not work. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. So what we need to do now is go and meet Helena Blake at the third world that she gave us kind of coordinates for. Third world, sounds like we meet her in poor Africa or something like that. Anyway, there's actually some brief stuff I think we can get from in here, and also we do still need to actually finish up on the surface of Commensal. And I don't know where I parked my car, so that's going to be fun. There's an aid station here, and you can actually open all 3 of these weapons lockers, so let's do that. And with that done, let's head back out to the surface of the planet and try and find my vehicle. That's going to be a fun task for me. Oh no, actually there's an upgrade kit here. I lied. Then we'll head back out after getting some shitty ammo upgrades that I don't really want. Goodie. You know what? That actually wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I pretty much just walked up that cliff, no problem. Anyway, down to the south from this point is kind of the lone point to the south. That was a very redundant way of phrasing that, and that's where we're heading next. The debris that you can just see on the corner of the radar, because everything's clustered on Mavigon. Not Mavigon, Commensal. That's just the kind of place this is. And as ever, debris means crash probe. Goodie. Man, these take ages to decrypt now. At least it means they have cool shit inside, potentially. But no, they don't. Cryo rounds, I don't even understand what they do. I think they do something about reducing the target's maximum accuracy or some weird shit. Anyway, you will notice that where we're heading towards now, the kind of final point, there's actually 2 points on the in-game radar. There's the X and the question mark. The X, which I'm about to hit, is weird because it's a crash probe, as you can see in front of us here, but you can't interact with it. You can't salvage or anything like that. It's just there. So I decided not to mark it on my map because I only really mark on the kind of map you see. I only mark stuff that's actually practical, of use, of something like that. So that is just mildly interesting, but ultimately useless. What we're actually looking for is over here, which is a mummified Solarian. Can you guess what we're going to retrieve from the mummified Solarian? Oh, in a move that surprised everyone, this dead traveller had a League of One medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. We've nearly completed that mission as well now. Anyway, that's us pretty much wrapped up. I would say my goodbyes here for the episode, but unfortunately I forgot to do something when we were back in space. So let's head back to space. and easy enough to oversight to make is in this asteroid belt. There's an asteroid. I meant to look at it, but I just forgot about it. And that's a deposit of lithium. What a fun way to the end of the episode. I was going to finish off with a nice, dramatic-looking, snowy view on Commensal, but no, I get lithium. So I guess we'll just call it a day there. So thanks very much for watching. In this episode, we killed the 2 crime bosses that we were set to kill by Helena Blake. Next episode, we'll be going to Helena Blake and discussing what's next for her crime syndicate. So that's going to be fun. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and this has been Mass Effect. Good day.